Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. In this video, we are going to make one amazing SQL mini project which will be focused on primary and foreign keys. So let's start it. Firstly, let's understand what this project is all about. So this project basically tells us the information which is related to the students of a particular school or university or college, whatever. Okay. So here we are going to explore student management system. Okay, here student related data we will have. What kind of data we will have? So it can be student information like name, contact, enrollment status. Okay, then courses. Under the courses, what information we can have? We can have course name, code, duration. Then at last we will have enrollment table. Okay, in this table is basically needed to establish the relationship between student information data and the courses data. So let's understand what I'm saying all these things in a more easy way. So here at the very first step, what we are going to do. So we will create database. Okay, at the very first step, we will create the database. Fine. Then we will come to create the tables, different tables. Here we will create 3 tables: student, courses, and then the enrollment. Okay. Under the student table, what columns we can have? We will have student ID, first name, last name, and the date of birth of that student. Then in the course table, the columns which we will have is the course ID, course name, and then the credit. Okay. Then at last, we have the last table, which is enrollment. And in the enrollment table, we will have student ID, course ID, enrollment date, grade, and then we will discuss something about primary and foreign keys. Correct? Now, there is one very important thing जिस पे हमें focus करना है कि student table में और courses table में can you see any one common column? क्या इन दोनों tables में कोई common column आपको दिख रहा है? नहीं. All the columns are different. करेक्ट. सो अब हम इस टेबल को इस टेबल के साथ कनेक्ट कैसे करें? व्हाट इज द वे टू कनेक्ट? क्योंकि जब हमारे पास पूरे स्कूल की इंफॉर्मेशन है तो एक कनेक्शन भी तो होना चाहिए ना इस टेबल और इस टेबल के बीच में. अदरवाइज ये जो कोर्सेज है कि किसी दूसरे स्कूल के कोर्स के डेटा हो सकते हैं. हम ये कैसे यकीन करें कि ये जो कोर्स के अंदर जो भी डेटा अवेलेबल है वो इन्हीं स्टूडेंट्स का डेटा अवेलेबल है. राइट. सो इन दोनों के बीच में कनेक्शन होना चाहिए. करेक्ट. सो ये कनेक्शन कैसे स्टैब्लिश होगा? So for this purpose, we need another table which is called junction table. Okay. So here the role of junction table is playing by this enrollments table. How? See, in enrollment table and in student table, one column is common, which is student ID. Correct? Student ID is common, right? So we can clearly see that there is one clear relationship between student and enrollment table, right? Now, if we talk about courses table and the enrollment table, then also we can see that one column is common, which is course ID. Fine. So it means one clear relationship is visible between these two tables, courses and the enrollment. Right? Correct? So अगर इसको हम ऐसे समझें, अगर यहाँ पे A है, B है और C है. अगर A जो है वो C के साथ कनेक्टेड है, ठीक है, रिलेशनशिप में है, और B भी C के साथ रिलेशनशिप में है. So ultimately, indirectly, ये दोनों भी आपस में एक relationship establish करेंगे automatically, right? In the same way, here we will see the same behavior. ठीक है? So ये junction table जो enrollment table थी, इसने क्या किया? इसने इन दोनों tables के बीच में एक connection establish कर दिया, student और courses के बीच में, right? Now all 3 tables are related to each other. ठीक है? जब ये related होंगे एक दूसरे के साथ, तभी हम अपनी जो queries हैं उनको extract कर पाएंगे. Otherwise मेजर पॉसिबिलिटी होगी कि ये जो स्टूडेंट्स हैं वो कोर्स और एनरोलमेंट से रिलेटेड है ही नहीं या कोर्स से रिलेटेड है ही नहीं. ठीक है, हो सकता है ये बाय मिस्टेक ये स्टूडेंट का पूरा डेटा किसी और स्कूल का आ गया है, राइट, या बाय मिस्टेक ये कोर्स का डेटा किसी दूसरी यूनिवर्सिटी का आ गया है. ठीक है, तो ये तीनों एक ही यूनिवर्सिटी को बिलोंग करते हैं. रिलेशनशिप मीन्स व्हाट? ये तीनों एक ही यूनिवर्सिटी को बिलोंग करते हैं. इसके लिए हमने ये रिलेशनशिप एस्टैब्लिश किया यूजिंग दिस जंक्शन टेबल विच इज एनरोलमेंट. आई होप इट्स क्लियर टिल हियर. So first of all, database creation, then the table creation. Okay. Then we will perform some queries. और वो जो क्वेरीज होंगी वो नॉर्मल क्वेरीज नहीं होंगी, वो फोकस होंगी प्राइमरी और फॉरेन कीज पे, ठीक है। सो मेरा जो थियरी वीडियो था ऑन द प्राइमरी की एंड फॉरेन की, उसका लिंक मैंने डिस्क्रिप्शन में दे दिया है। अगर आप लोगों ने नहीं देखा है सो प्लीज go through that and then come back to this video again, okay? क्योंकि उसमें बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट चीजें मैंने डिस्कस करी थी जो यहाँ पे बहुत ही ज्यादा यूजफुल होंगी। सो हम यहाँ पे कौन कौन सी क्वेरी परफॉर्म करेंगे। सो फर्स्टली वी विल सी, हमने वहां पे ये देखा था कि जो ये प्राइमरी कीज होती है ये ऑटोमेटिक एक इंडेक्स क्रिएट कर देती है। सो हम इसको क्रॉस चेक करेंगे कि क्या वो इंडेक्सेस क्रिएट होती हैं, अगर होती हैं तो क्या फॉर्मेट होता है, कैसे इंडेक्स क्रिएट होती है। इट इज अ वेरी इंटरेस्टिंग थिंग गाइस। सो इसको अभी हम चेक करेंगे। देन आफ्टर दैट एक कास्केडिंग इफेक्ट था, ठीक है। कास्केडिंग इफेक्ट जो हमने फॉरेन कीज प्राइमरी कीज के उसमें देखा था, सो वो भी उस वीडियो में मेंशन है, तो प्लीज आप उसको एक बार जरूर चेक करिएगा। सो वो हम कास्केडिंग इफेक्ट यहाँ पे प्रैक्टिकली वेरीफाई करेंगे कि क्या सच में ऐसा हो रहा है इन अ प्रैक्टिकल वे, करेक्ट। देन वी विल परफॉर्म सम बेसिक क्वेरीज, 1 or 2 ओनली। देन आफ्टर दैट वी आल्सो हैव सीन द एरर पार्ट, ठीक है। जो इनसे रिलेटेड क्या क्या एरर्स हमको मिल सकती हैं, वो एरर्स भी हम यहाँ पर लाएंगे और उनको चेक करेंगे कि अगर ऐसी एरर आती है तो क्यों आ रही है, क्या रीजन है, उसको कैसे सॉर्ट आउट करना है, करेक्ट। तो ये बहुत इंटरेस्टिंग प्रोजेक्ट होने वाला है। अब हम मूव करते हैं अपने MySQL वर्कबेंच की तरफ और हम अपना प्रोजेक्ट एग्जीक्यूट करना स्टार्ट करते हैं वन बाय वन, ओके। सो लेट्स स्टार्ट इट। So this is our MySQL workbench. Here we will create database. So first step is to create database. So for that we will write create database, and the name of our database will be student management. Okay. Now run it. After running and then after refreshing, we can see that our student management database has been created. Now we have to instruct it that we are using this student management database. Now whatever work we will do, it will come under this student management database. Okay, so our next step is to create all 3 tables one by one. So for our first table was a student table. For that we will write create table, name of the table is the students, then after that opening of bracket, then we will give all name of the columns one by one along with their data type. So first column is student ID, its data type will be int, and then we will put it on auto increment mode, okay, and we are setting it as a primary key because it is a uniquely identified number, okay. Now comma, then the second column is first name, its the data type will be varchar, and I am giving the limit here as 50. Then it is last name, and again its data type will be varchar, and limit is 50 again here. And the last column is date of birth, and its data type will be date. Okay. Now close the bracket and then run it. Once we will refresh from here, we will see that our students table is created. Okay. Now we will create another table which is courses table. So for that we have to write create table, name of the table, courses, then the opening of the bracket, and then we have to mention all the column names one by one. So first one is course ID, and its data type is int. Again we will put it into auto increment mode. So I'm writing here auto increment mode, okay, and then setting it as a primary key because this is for the course table. Course ID will work as a primary key as it will have unique numbers, okay. Now the second column will be course name. So course name data type will be varchar, and give the limit as 100. Now the last column is credits. So credits data type will be integer, and then we will close the bracket, and then just run this table, run this code, and you can see here that our second table courses has also been created. Now it's time to create the third table, which was the junction table, and its name was enrollment. Okay, so we have to write create table, the name of the table, enrollment, and then we will give the name of all columns. So first one is student ID, okay, student ID, its data type is integer, comma, then course ID, its data type is integer, then enrollment date, enrollment date, sorry, and its data type will be date, comma, and then grade, its data type will be char, and limit I am giving here as 1. And then we have to mention it that what is the primary key here. And here primary key will be, there will be two primary keys. First one is student ID and second one will be course ID. So this such primary keys are called as composite primary key. Okay. Now we have to write here, wait. Now we have to mention foreign key. So here foreign key will be what? It will be student ID. And then we have to give the references. So we are taking this student ID from the students table. Okay. And in the students table from the student ID column. Now the important part, which was cascading effect. Remember, so we have to mention it here. So we studied two cascading system. First one is on delete and second one was on update cascade. Okay. So first of all, let's write on delete cascade as we are applying on delete cascade over this foreign key. And we will also apply on update cascade. Right. Now we have to specify our second foreign key. So our second foreign key is course ID. Okay. And we have to then mention the references. Means ये जो foreign key है, इसके origin क्या है, कहाँ से हमने लिया है. So इसका origin है course table, courses table. And in the courses table, there is a column called course ID. And here again, we will apply on delete cascade. And we will apply on update cascade. And then let's close the bracket and run this. Here there is one typing mistake, REFERENCE. Okay, now just run it. And here we can see that our third table has also been created. Now we will populate the values in these tables one by one. So firstly, let insert into the students table. So it is first name, last name and DOB. What was our name? It is first name and with underscore, right? So we have to make here underscore. And here also. So I'm putting only 3 values here. Okay guys. So that it will not take long time, and I'm going to run it now. So here we can see that in our students table, our data has been inserted, correct? Now it's time to insert the data into next table, which is courses. So, okay, this is, and here. Now just run it. And it's time to insert the data into our last table. Student ID, course ID, enrollment date and grade. Okay. Here also it is student ID, course ID, enrollment date and grade. Okay. Now run it. All data has been populated. Now let's have a quick look. So this is our enrollment table. And this is our courses table. Right. Now, next step is to verify all our queries. So first one is to check the indexes. You remember primary key has the tendency to create the index on its own. Correct? So we will check the indexes for the student table. Okay. For that we will write show index from students and run it. Now here you can see a structure. Now let's understand what it is. So this is table and here it means it is a name of the table. Now What is the non-unique? So it indicates whether the index allows duplicate values or not. Okay. So if here it is written 0, it means it is a unique. Okay. And 1 means what? 1 means the index allows duplicates. So here no duplicacy has been allowed. Correct? Now, the key name. So the name of the index primary, it means, it indicates that this is the primary key index. Okay. Now sequence in the index means what? So it is the position of the column within the index. What is the position of the column? Suppose primary key, which is a student ID. Okay, student ID exists at the first column. Fine. So sequence will be here as first one. Fine. Now what column we have taken as the primary key? So it is the student ID. Okay. Now it is collation. Collation specifies how the column is sorted in the index. Okay, so A means what? A means ascending, meaning the values in the index will be sorted in ascending order. Okay, now it is cardinality. So what is cardinality? It represents the number of unique values in the index. So here we have very short table. So we have 3 unique values here. Okay, now what is the sub part? So in the subpart, it is a number of characters indexed for columns that have variable length data types like varchar. So here it is what? It is null. It means the entire column is being indexed. Entire column is indexed. Okay. Now what this pad denotes? So this basically indicates whether the index is sorted in a packed format or not. So if it is written null here, right? So it means no packing is applied. Now what is null here? So this indicates whether the indexed column allows null values or not. And the here second last one, it is index type. So B-tree index is a type of index. Okay, here in this case it is a B-tree index type. There is some more information about the index types. I will try to cover this topic in a separate video. Okay, as of now just understand the index type of this column here is B-tree. Now comment section come. Okay, so in index comment, what is there? A more specific comment or note about the index if there is any. Okay, this will go in the index comment. Now visible, it means whether the index is visible to the optimizer and used in query or not. If it is written yes, it indicates it is visible and can be used by MySQL when processing queries. Okay, and the last one is the expression. So if the index is based on an expression, this column would show that expressions, it's null here. It means what? Index is based on a simple column like course ID or student ID. Okay. Now we will verify cascading. Okay. And for that we can see if we can delete student or not. So here we have written delete from student tables where student ID equals 1. Okay. So first of all, let's run this. Now one who is affected. Now select star from the not enrollment from students. So now run it and see. So in the student table where student ID 1, that row has been deleted. Okay. Now let's check it for the enrollment. Why? Because this is a foreign key. Student ID is a foreign key in the enrollments table. So let's check whether it's been deleted there or not. So we can see it has been deleted from enrollment table as well. It means cascading is working on delete cascading. Okay. अगर हम वहाँ पे mention नहीं करते on delete cascading here, we have mentioned here, right? See this. अगर हम ये mention नहीं करते on delete cascade, on update cascade, तो फिर वो delete नहीं होता. Okay, then it is not possible to delete it like this because ये जो student ID है वो किसी की primary key है, ठीक है, कहीं पे foreign की, तो it is not possible to delete it like this. So अगर हमें कोई भी changes करने हैं तो we have to mention here on delete cascade. So basically what happens, हमने on delete cascade apply किया, उसकी वजह से parent row में हमने जो भी significant changes किए वो reflect हुए child table में भी. Okay, now let's verify update cascading. So here I am writing update courses. Okay, here I am going to set course ID 5. किसको हम 5 बना रहे हैं? Where course ID is equal to the 1. Okay, so here you can see course ID 1 is written here. Okay, we are going to change it as 5. Fine. So now let's, हमने ये जो changes किए वो किसमें किए? Courses table में किए, ठीक है, which is a parent table. Now we will see whether the changes has been reflected in the child table, enrollment table or not. So let's run it. And then we can see that यहाँ पे जो course ID 1 थी वो convert हो गई है course ID 5 में. Okay, so हम अगर यहाँ पे on delete का on update cascade को mention नहीं करते, उस केस में parent ID में जो भी हम changes कर रहे हैं वो child table में reflect नहीं होते. I hope it's clear. Okay, now we'll see some error handling scenarios. So first one is the foreign key violation. We will try to insert enrollment in the enrollment table with non-existent student ID or the course ID. Okay, so now let's try to do it, and here we will see error. Okay, so see, there is an error, and the error is saying, let me copy it because I cannot share my whole screen somehow. So here is the error which is showing. So it is showing that cannot add or update a child row, a foreign key constraint fails. Okay, student management, this is. So it means यहाँ पे violation हो रहा है foreign key rules का. So that's why ये जो है आपको update नहीं करने देगा. Okay, now let's have primary key violation error. And so primary key में हम कोई भी duplicate ID enter नहीं कर सकते हैं, right? So यहाँ पे हम insert करने का try करेंगे duplicate student ID. Okay, see in the students table there is already student ID with 2 exists. Correct. Now we will try to do this again, and after doing it we will see here it will be DOB. वैसे मेरे खुद के परफॉर्म किए हुए प्रैक्टिकल्स हैं, हैंड्स ऑन है, सो मैं वहां से उठा के आपके सामने इसको प्रेजेंट कर रही हूँ. सो जब मैं इसको यहाँ पे रीराइट करती हूँ तो कुछ नेम में चेंजेस हो जाते हैं. दैट्स व्हाई यू आर सीइंग दीस डिफरेंसेस, नथिंग एल्स. सो नाउ रन इट. क्योंकि मैंने इनको अराउंड काफी टाइम पहले किया हुआ था, सो मेरे पास ये सब कलेक्शन रखा हुआ है, तो मैं वहां से ही आप लोगों के लिए प्रोजेक्ट्स तैयार करती हूँ. ओके, सो नाउ लेट्स रन इट, एंड आफ्टर रनिंग यू कैन सी, just a second, we are saying unknown column because of this, it is with the underscore. Correct. Now again run it. Yeah, so now I am showing you the error which they have thrown. So it is the error. So the error is saying that the duplicate entry 2 for key students primary. Okay, it means हम कोई भी duplicate value provide नहीं कर सकते. It is a violation of the primary key rules. Correct. Now let's perform some basic queries. And so the basic query is we have to search the courses by their name. Okay, so select star from the courses table where course name like math percentage. Okay, percentage means इसके बाद कोई भी letters हो सकते हैं. So let's run it, and here we can see the detail of the data where the course name equals to the math. Math के बाद EMATICS है, it means ये यहाँ पे percentage denote कर रहा था. Correct. एक और query देते हैं, basic query. So here we will find the enrollments by the date. Okay, now let's run it. So here we can see null enrollment is visible because is date में, which is 2024 January 15th, no enrollment has been taken. Let's have a look over this table. So what was our date? Our date was 15th Jan 2024, and here it is 15th Jan 2024. Okay. Okay, but we have applied cascading effects, so let's have a fresh table view. See, here there is no course ID, there is no enrollment date of 15th Jan 2024. Correct. So it was an earlier one before applying the cascading. So that's why our answer is saying null. I hope it is clear. So see you soon, guys, with some more interesting projects based on the SQL. And if any query, guys, please you can do the comment below, and I will be happy to serve you. Thanks and take care. Bye bye. Keep practicing.